Firehouse 94, you have a run, fully involved video from A Shadowbox. Details on your MDTs now. Hello Firehouse 94, this is A Shadowbox, and welcome back to Minecraft. I've renamed my pack since there was already several that were like Immersive Colonies or Industrial Colonies and stuff like that, so my pack is now called Industry and Colonies, and I am working on figuring out how to upload it to Twitch. I think there's a few changes I need to make to it, like I need to take nutrition out, replace it with Spice of Life, and I think I need to take out Optifine and all of my resource packs, and just tell you guys how to download those for yourself. I will continue to use nutrition, but in the official uploaded version to Twitch, it will have Spice of Life instead. So there's been a few changes. The biggest one is our little anti-monster shack is gone, save for this tiny little chest that I haven't gotten around to sorting yet. And we have a nice looking house. I decided to go with the Hearthfire inspired house because I found out a way to make it look nice. So, here's our little kitchen area. We have a sink from cooking for blockheads that just basically acts as an infinite water source. Pretty useful, especially when dealing with complex recipes that require lots of water and salt. So, we're eating some deluxe cheeseburgers and apple juice as our primary nutrition right now, and our nutrition is looking pretty good. We should start to see some bonuses from that in the relative near future. So here we have the main dining table and focal point of the build with a fish tank from Just a Few Fish. And this is both functional as well as decorative because it acts as a fish farm. If we drop some seeds in here, it has to be the same species, but the two fish will mate, and a little baby fish, look at that. So I have not found another clownfish or another pufferfish to put in here, or salmon, come to think of it. But that will be coming in the future. I want to have a max of 2 of each kind of fish in here eventually, so we'll have to figure out how to go about that. Let's head upstairs. So this is just random. This is now my Thaumcraft chest, and this is like mob drops and plant drops that are not food related, and this crate over here is now strictly food related. This is a cheese mold, so we're making some Frisian milk cheese from our cows, which are also providing us with a good amount of beef. These double doors here will be my bedroom. So you can see I've got my tools in here. I don't have my bedstand anymore. I need to make a new one. And we've got our bookcase. We have an extra book, the Animania manual. We're going to need the Lexica Britannia today, so go ahead and grab that. This is an extra room that I'm not exactly sure what to do with yet. I might just get rid of that wall and make it one big bedroom. We'll have to see. And there's one more level, and that's the attic, which, funnily enough, just because of how Minecraft roofs are, is the tallest of the levels. But I'm basically turning this into a storage area. So here's all the extra furnaces that I made. Here's the extra feeding trough and the hopper to feed the trough. Here's that dropper I made and the 2 beds that I no longer use. As well as these are crates from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod that are also functional. So we just got some random extra stuff in there. The attic is kind of, it's both functional and decorative, because obviously we could just keep all those things in chests if we wanted, but that's not as fun. So obviously this house will be expanded. The first thing that I'm going to do, most of the building will be done off camera, I'm going to extend out the terrain to be level out here, and we're going to build a kitchen wing. Like I said, it's Hearthfire inspired. So a lot of the upgrades we're going to do to the houses are upgrades we would get in Hearthfire for Skyrim. Big change, I did build that bridge. I'm not the best at bridge building, but I think this is pretty okay. And I've started working on the retaining wall to hold up our massive, just like straight amount of dirt. And obviously our Britannia area is pretty much unchanged. I think I made these drawers in the last episode. If not, we have drawers now. Mana, we should be doing pretty well on mana. If we take our wand of the forest here, we got almost half a pool of mana. Let's drop a couple of blocks of coal. Hear the ambulances from my fire department going by. Makes me think I should be at work, except this is the only day off I've had for a while. I've got a backlog of these going because I've been super busy with the fire department, with the hospital, and with the girlfriend. So I'm trying to record when I can. So we got fertilizer here, which is really nifty. It's from Actually Additions, and it's made with any organic material cut up with a special knife. I don't know if I have one with me. No, I need to make a new one. So if we just take a look at... It's this knife right here, which needs a handle and a blade, which is 2 iron and a flint, and a stick and a leather. We can craft that with any organic material, and it'll make biomash. You put the biomash in the compost bin, and we will get fertilizer, which acts as bone meal. So super useful, and a lot easier to get than bone meal, especially if you sleep through the night, like I do, because I'm a coward. I do want to get another cyan bed so I can have a double bed, but that's not high on the list of priorities right now. Ooh, this cheese is done. So we can take this cheese. I'll show you how you slice the cheese. We need a carving knife. And we get 4 cheese wedges. Let's stick our carving knife back in our backpack. Let's put the cheese wedges in here for now, because I have enough cheeseburgers to last for a little bit. Cheeseburgers are very filling and restore quite a bit of hunger. Right, so I think I've killed enough time. All this time we've had some stone smelting over in our Tinker's furnace. So we go ahead and grab that, just a stack of smooth stone. We need to create some more. We might need to go collecting a few items as well. I'm going to need to see what all we need. See, our endo flames are still producing mana for us. I do want to make a couple more endo flames. Alright, so there's that. I do know that I'm going to need a diamond, so I need to go get one of our precious, precious diamonds. And some iron as well. I think I just need 1 diamond, but I'll take 3 just in case. I'll take all the iron. In fact, we'll smelt up some more iron, just to be on the safe side. Alright, iron is smelting. And I'm going to need some leather. I do know that off the top of my head. I'll just get like 9 leather for now. What I want to get today is the Sojourner's Sash and the Ring of Magnetization. 2 of my favorite early game botanical items. We might also try to go for the, what's it called? The Horn of the Wild. So let's see what we're going to need for that. If we go to Baubles and Accessories, we need Ring of Magnetization. That's going to be a Mana Lens Magnetizing, 4 Mana Steel. And Magnetizing Lens is a regular lens, an iron, and a gold. And a lens is... Okay, so yeah, we're going to need a lot more iron. I'm going to need a glass pane. I'm going to need some gold. So that'll be our first target, I guess. Now, I'm wondering if I have any gold available. I do. Perfect. Let's see what we're going to need for our altar. What is it? Runic altar. Right, we need a mana diamond and 5 living rock. We're also going to need another mana spreader. So hopefully we have enough wood, because I don't think I have any more oak wood. Oh, I do. I have plenty of oak wood. Oh, come on. Alright, so here we are back in the Botania area. I've got wood, my iron, my gold, and now my living rock. Let's make some more living wood. There we go. Endo flames are still working hard. Let's make... Do I have enough? I don't have enough living wood. I think I need 7. Or do I need 6? Let's try 6, and let's see a petal we have a lot of. Black. I think I need 7. Yep. Alright. 1 second while these convert. Actually, while we're waiting, should be able to make this really quick. So if we take a diamond and throw it into the mana pool, let's see how much mana this takes. Got almost half of a mana pool. Throwing in a diamond gives us a mana diamond, and only marginally drains the mana pool. Excellent. And there's our... I hope I have my hatchet with me. Yes, I do. Excellent. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to need some more stone. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's finish up our mana spreader. Oh, it's a gold ingot. Alright, well, I need to go make some more gold. We'll do that shortly. Or I'll do that... Hopefully I'll remember to cut it out of the video. Place our runic altar here. Our mana spreader there. And now our runic altar should be able to get mana. Yep. And it'll only do that as we need it, I think. Now, I'm going to make a couple of endo flames while I'm here, I think. Alright, I got my endo flames. It's getting dark, but I saw something. Where'd he go? I saw a fish that I wanted to collect. There he... Nope, that's a cod. Where did you go, fishy? Did you despawn? Nope, there he is. Puffer fish! So if you just have a bucket of water and you right-click on a fish, you can catch them. I don't know if that's the same mechanic from 1.13 or not, but that's how it works with the Just a Few Fish mod. So we'll go take this guy and stick him in our fish tank. Once we have the ability to create potions, a pufferfish farm will help us make a water-breathing potion, I believe. Let's eat for the night. I just drink the apple juice at the same time I eat the burger just to help balance out my nutrition, even though it doesn't actually give me any extra food or saturation. Oops. Right, I still need another piece of gold. I have a block of gold. Good, so I don't have to wait for it to be smelted. Oh, come on. Sometimes Step Assist is a pain in the butt. I don't know what mod is enabling it, because I don't want it enabled by default. Because our Sojourner's Sash is going to give us Step Assist. Alright, so with our extra Endo Flames, we should be able to just be like... We have 8 here, so we should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eat it up. There we go. Now we're going to be getting mana at a really high rate. Downside, of course, is that this uses coal, but hey, it is what it is. Now, I don't think we'll need this much mana right now, but just in case. So, first thing I want to get is the Ring of Magnetization. And that... Oh, I didn't get my glass panes, but we're going to need 4... Oh, come on. 4 mana steel. Let's go get our glass pane. Alright, got our glass pane, and what was it, 4 mana steel? Makes our mana lens. Mana lens with a gold and an iron makes a mana lens of magnetizing. And then if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, we should then be able to get the Ring of Magnetization. Excellent. So now if we put this in our Baubles slot, if we throw something on the ground, it gets sucked back to us. Excellent. And that'll really help with mining things that are far away or over a lava pit. And see, it just flies right toward us. Love it. Alright. Now how about the Sojourner's Sash? For leather, a mana steel, a rune of air, and a rune of earth. A rune of air needs a white carpet, a feather, and a string, as well as mana powder and a mana steel ingot. We should be able to get that, so either a white or an orange carpet, a string, and a feather. Actually, I don't know if I have any feathers. Do I have any feathers? I don't. Interesting. Alright, so chicken farm is just been put on the to-do list. Not going to do it right now, but I am going to go looking for feathers, and I will be right back. So at times like this when I really wish zombies still dropped feathers, because I really don't want to have to kill a rooster to get feathers, but I'll do what I must in order to get the Sojourner's Sash. Might see if there's another couple of roosters or hens around. A couple of bunny rabbits. A goat. We can really have quite the animal farm if we want to. Rhode Island red hen. I'm sorry. I do what I must. Ooh, raw prime chicken. Cool. What can this be used in? Same thing as regular chicken. No, apparently you can only use raw prime chicken in these recipes. Tomato herb chicken? No, you can use a lot. Okay, never mind. Still, Rhode Island Reds. I'm going to have to remember that. Oh, look. Little Dorset, you. I will take your wool, but let you live. You are welcome. Oh, another Rhode Island Red. Cool. Alright, so definitely going to have to look through this forest for more Rhode Island Reds in the future. But that's not the goal of this episode. And check on Micah and Bessie here. We have an extra bowl, which means we have extra food. Slaughter you. We just get regular raw beef from them. We don't get prime beef, but that's okay. We don't really need prime beef. Oh, this is a beehive from Rustic. It just gives us honeycomb, which we can use for making these really cool candles. Because we can refine that into beeswax. What did I come in here for? Alright, so I had enough wool from that ram to make, or from the, not from the ram, from the sheep, to make the carpet. However, for our earth runes, we're going to need some mushrooms, which are in short supply around these parts. Thankfully, I know where we can go get some. Oh shoot, it's turning night again. It's gonna have to be fast. Gotta go fast. Alright, so across the lake from our house is this magical forest biome, where mushrooms abound and are plentiful. Alright, so that's a bunch of red mushroom, and now let's get some brown mushroom just for good measure. So you make mushroom stew. Which is actually something I haven't made in a very long time in Minecraft. Ooh, I hear froggies. Did I get any brown mushrooms from that? I got 9. There's some more. Why not? Oh, I hear you, spider. I hear you. You want a piece of this? Let's go. Let's tango. You can't stand up to the might of my silver sword. There's my boat. Ooh, skeleton looks like he wants to party. If we can get out of the water before he starts shooting us, that would be to our advantage. Come here. That's right, 2-hit kill because you are an undead, and silver is excellent against the undead. You know, if we made a silver broadsword, we could probably 1-hit kill zombies and skeletons. That would be beneficial. For the time being, though, let's just focus on getting back to our base. Isn't that a beautiful sight coming from the water? I have a couple more plans for this, but it's not really time to get into it yet. Remember, this Botania area is still it is looking pretty good right now, but it's still technically temporary. Alright, so we should have everything that we need now, right? Yes. Okay, so in the runic altar, that's not what I meant to do. Nope, that's definitely not, I mean, we need a block of coal anyway, so... No, we don't need 2 blocks of coal. Lexica Britannia, how do I reverse this? Help. Okay, so sneak and right-click with an empty hand. Okay. So, we need... Let's do the earth rune first. So we need stone, a mana steel ingot, mana powder, and mushroom. Alrighty. So, let's get the mana steel ingot. Mana steel ingot. A piece of stone. A mushroom. And now we need some powder. Don't need that arrow. I do need a free inventory spot. Was that the right powder? That might not have been the right powder. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Mana powder, not floral powder. Okay. There we go. Haha! There we go. 2 runes of earth. Those can go in here for now. And now for the rune of air, we need you. Another mana steel. Another mana powder, not floral powder. Add those in. Sweet. Rune of air. Now our sash, we need 1 mana steel, 4 leather, and these 2 items. So another mana steel. Mana steel, 4 leather. Rune of air. I forgot my rune of earth. Bam! Sojourner sash. Sweet. That goes in our belt. And now we have faster speed, in theory. Doesn't really seem that much faster. There it is, mana tablet. Mana diamond and 8 stone. Sadly, it doesn't have Wi-Fi. Oh. Alrighty, so we just need to use another diamond. Surrounded by stone. Mana tablet. And then if we throw this onto here, it should start filling the tablet. There we go. And quite a bit of mana can be stored in this tablet. I don't know if it can fill a whole mana pool's worth. Certainly looks like it can do half a mana pool's worth. And we've drained our mana pool. And our tablet's mostly full, so it looks like it can do half of a mana pool's worth. That's pretty reasonable, I think. But yeah, now we are definitely moving faster. We have a higher jump speed, or higher jump. And we should be more resistant to fall damage, apparently. Alright. Excellent! I'm very happy about that. though going upstairs is probably going to be a bit tricky now that we have two versions of step assist going on. I didn't even realize it's barely daytime and the rain just started, so looks like we're kind of stuck with the rain. I'm going to take care of my inventory because it's a bit of a mess, and I will be back when I'm finished with that. Alright guys, so the inventory's taken care of, and we are up here at the bookcase because I want to check the Animania manual on those animals that I saw earlier. What were they? Herefords? Hereford cows are meat cows. While the females still give milk, it is inferior to the milk of milk cows and cannot be made into cheese. When killed, they drop these items: raw prime beef and leather. Alright, so with that information, I think we're going to go capture us a couple of Hereford cows. I think we'll just wrap up this episode with capturing some cows and then possibly capturing some chickens. Though, come to think of it, I do want to put the chicken coop right where my smeltery stuff is right now, so we might have to wait on that. Let's see if we can find those Herefords. They were up here in a pond, right? Yes. Ooh, there's a couple of there's a Holstein here as well. Hereford bull, you are now mine. And Hereford cow, you are now mine. Welcome to the family. I'm eventually going to want to get some sheep or even some goats as well. But that will take priority after the chickens. The only reason I'm doing this now is because the opportunity presented itself and we already have everything in place to take care of cows. So this is the bull. We'll name the bull Bill. And this is the cow. We will name the cow Tina. Bill and Tina. Welcome to your new home, guys. I hope you'll like it here. There should be plenty of food. And there's about to be more food. Nice thing is I can jump over fences now. I just have to be careful not to crush my crops when I do so. There we go. Our horse is wisely taking shelter. Actually, we should name our horse. I'm going to take the saddle off of him and do this because name tags are overrated. And we should name our horse Noble, for noble steed. And I know that's not how you spell, like, noble as in noble steed. Why are you being hurt? Why are you being hurt? Whew. Alright, can we get some carrots to heal you up? Is that something we can do? Carrots. Have some carrots, Noble. He doesn't want any carrots. Or do you need to feed them golden carrots? I don't remember. It's a vanilla mechanic. Let's take a look at our nutrition. How are we doing? About the same as when we checked before. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to build a basement as well. The basement would probably be where I move my smelting operation, which I know is not exactly the most realistic option, but it's where the smeltery stuff is in Hearthfire. Though they also have the smeltery stuff outside. It's not just in the basement. I also have the resources to go to the Nether. We should probably do that at some point. I literally have obsidian. I'm just not really in a hurry to go to the Nether. There's other things that I want to do first. But there are a lot of items in the Nether that would be useful to get. Like if we had another wart farm, that would definitely be beneficial. Alright guys, I think I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. One of two options for next episode, and it really just depends what I feel like doing. I think in between episodes, I'm going to build the structure for the kitchen, and I'm going to dig out the basement, and possibly move the smeltery stuff down to the basement off camera. I'm going to build the kitchen on camera because it is going to be a cooking for blockheads kitchen, so I want to show that to you guys, and pardon me just running back and forth like an idiot. So next episode we're either going to, we're definitely going to take care of the kitchen, and then we're either going to go to the Nether or we're going to set up a chicken farm, and that'll be our next episode. But thank you guys for watching, and until the next episode, I've been a Shadowbox, and you guys have a good one. Command, dispatch, Firehouse 94 in service, incident terminated.